Welcome to a richer episode of Women Talk Money, where real women talk about real conversations with their money. Welcome Bijal to the show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey Shweta, I am Bijal Chokshi. Now that was a little bit of pause because that's what I am. I was a Shah and I'm a Chokshi now. I am a housewife, or rather a homemaker now with 2 kids. I was working for about 12 years and I had a couple of breaks because I have 2 kids, and then now I've been on the home front and looking at the entrepreneurial side of things as well and looking at coming back. So that's about me.
Okay, Bijal, you spoke about a couple of career breaks. Right. So a lot of women do find it difficult to kind of come back after they take sort of a sabbatical for kids. So tell us how you managed, what are the good things, what are the scary things that young women can do?
Okay, so I'll start with the bad things first. Okay. All right, so staying at home is important sometimes, it's required. It's good also for the family, but it's not good for a working woman who's been financially independent, because you're not used to the idea of taking, pocket money also, if you've worked for 12 years. So it's like, I want to buy a top and all that. This doesn't fit in the budget. I say, yaar, I used to never have that attitude. Achha laga, le liya, kharid liya, ho gaya. I mean, it's hardly any money. But then that's when you feel the need that no, financial independence or having your own money is very important, and you're not answerable. Now suddenly you become answerable for the tiniest of the things. You bought something for a kid and like, paise khatam ho gaye. So, that was the bad part of, taking a break, and that's why I had to come back, because that security and that independence only comes when you're working. It's not that nobody stops you. He's your husband and you're spending up for the house and all. But still it's the same thing, you want to have that control, which ceases for a time being and all. The bad part, that's what I've told you about. The good part about taking a break, that's what the good part was, that I got to spend time with my kids when they needed me, and they do need me. So that's how an entrepreneurship endeavor is helping me, that I can choose to pick up work, I can also earn money, and I spend time when they are at home or when they need me. So it's a balancing act which we are managing, and hopefully we'll sail through.
Right. So how did you plan your sabbatical so that you were financially independent? Because being an entrepreneur means investing not just your time but investing your money as well.
Yeah.
So this is what, my father is a chartered accountant. So he believes in investing, saving and all of that. According to him, no money should be in a bank account. It should be always somewhere or the other. And I am not a chartered accountant, nor did I hated numbers for the longest time. But then I realized that you have to invest. So I used to do it on my own. I have taken risks. I have learnt it, self-learning some bit. I have lost money sometimes. But then it's always helped me, because I was earning, I used to always wake up my capital. So that way. So I invested in various options, like stock market. That it was a terror word. That like खो जाएंगे पैसे, चले जाएंगे. But I did it. I said मेरे को करना है थोड़ा बहुत, तो even 5,000 a month. I used to do it, and that's how now I'm confident. I said इतने पैसे भी नहीं जाते.
Very interesting point that you brought out was that you lost money. A lot of women that I speak to are afraid of losing. Yeah. In fact, some of our episodes also we covered how women hate losing money. But you pointed out very rightly that when you are experimenting, when you're investing in various ways, and also when you're sort of working, you can recoup that, and that sort of makes you a little more braver when it comes to managing money. But losing is not such a bad thing.
Yes.
So I absolutely love that takeaway from that conversation, that if you know and if you're willing to experiment, losing a little means that you are learning, and that's the core skill.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. So you spoke about your dad and how he was a chartered accountant. Tell me some of the other values of money that you imbibed from your parents.
As they say, they are old school and all. So that thing continues, that you should, chadar, jitni chadar ho utne hi pair phailao and all of that. But then you are like, फिर then कब फैलाओ? कमाते रहोगे तो you don't come to know. So it's like, we try and find a way. I mean, with my father and my husband, because my husband is also a little bit old school and all. So we find a way and all. I keep on doing it. So it's, there's a rule in my house. It's my credit card bill, nobody's supposed to see. If you're seeing it, you're paying for it.
I like that rule. Maybe we'll apply that as well.
Yeah. So then, but I do get chopped at the end of the year when my father is figuring out my accounts, and then he'll tell me this is my expense and all. But that's something also, it helps me in a way to understand where my expenditure for the whole year has been. I mean, you are terrorized to see it for yourself. But somebody telling you in the house, you're like, okay, okay, next time I'll be a little more careful. That's it.
You spoke about dabbling in various places. So tell us, stock market was definitely one place that you invested. Where else did you invest and learn lessons from?
Okay. So I started with actually mutual fund and SIPs. So that's how I started little. And without realizing, it actually made up a huge part of my kitty as of today. I mean, my portfolio, I could say, is mutual fund is a bigger one. It's still in equity, it's still in stock market, but managed by experts, which helps me, works for me. And then after that, I do stock market. I've even done ETF in gold. So when the prices were really low down, I did it. I said, let me put money, because I love jewelry, I love gold. I said, abhi nahi zarurat hai, le lungi. Which has also worked, because that has also more than doubled it, over the time for me. And then that security bit of it, so there is some bit of it which is also an FD in case if I need it tomorrow or something like that. So that's how I've stock market, mutual funds, ETFs and FDs.
So do you have property as well? Because roti, kapda, makan, you speak about these basic necessities. Do you have property investments as well?
No, I not in my name. Yeah, the house we have is an ownership, and that's in my husband's name. And with my expenses and with my investments, I've never been able to make up that kitty for a property. And loan is a taboo word again at the household. So.
Okay. And do you think these are values that your children will imbibe from you as well?
I hope so. Certain things they shouldn't learn from me, certain things they should learn from me. So the investing bit of it, or being a little more experimenting and all of that, I would love them also to be doing it. But spending bit of it, I mean, I'm okay if they can take it up.
Do you see your children getting involved in money because you are
So involved?
Yes, we do that also. So I mean, if it's a birthday and all, it's all set that okay, if it's a milestone birthday, then you spend. If not, then you do it okay in a decent way. You spend time with the family and stuff like that. So children are also okay to that idea. You can't have too many holidays in a year. So there are X amount of holidays only that you can have, which they are also learned. The younger one, who's a 4-year-old, also understands that. So they are arguing amongst themselves where a summer holiday this time should be.
wow. Okay, so 4-year-old discussing holidays is something new. But yeah, that's
good.
Also because you as a mother is so involved with the money and investing. So how important do you think budgeting is when it comes to money?
Budgeting is important, but not to the extent of stifling you. I mean, it should not be the case. I mean, little here and there, 19-20 hona chahiye, hota hai, chalta hai. But yeah, you should have a budget, because otherwise, a lot of your long-term plans go haywire, short-term plans go haywire. So yeah.
So Bijal, what would your advice to young women who are just starting off work would be?
My advice to young women is, if you've started earning, also start investing early, because we've seen the magic of compounding. It's a very jargonized, cliched word, but it works beautifully, and that's what. So if you have money, don't spend all of it. I mean, I'm sure you can invest a little bit of it and it will help you only. Nobody takes away that money.
So tell us about how your couple conversations with money are. So with your husband, because we know how involved you are with your money. Tell us how your conversations with your husband are about money.
I'm pretty also involved in his finances, in terms of where is he investing, how much is he putting in, and stuff like that. But again, as I said, he's an old school, so he also filters it on his end. Certain things don't suit his personality, so he wouldn't invest the way I would do. So which is what we give each other, that space and that freedom, that TK. I mean, you've made this much as a change, which is important for all of us, which is fine. And the other things you say you're not comfortable, fine, don't do it.
Right. So I think that's a very important point that you brought out as well, that we're all different. We have different personalities, and we should invest according to what suits us and our personalities. But sometimes we have to make that little bit change because the family needs us to make that change, and we'll be okay with that, and we'll be okay with that over time. So I think that's a very valid point as well. So a quick rapid fire round. Money means
Independence,
biggest fear when it comes to money.
not having enough.
Isn't that what everybody fears?
Yeah. Never enough.
Your next big buy
Not planned. Nothing.
will be an unplanned big buy.
Not really, actually.
Okay. Your next vacation.
Next vacation, figuring it out. Maybe Singapore, Dubai. That's what the kids say.
That's the 4-year-old's decision.
Yeah. Not mine.
Right.
That's-
So, Bijal, just to wrap up some of our discussion and takeaways for our audience. One is, don't be afraid of losing money. Experiment with it. That's how you learn from it. Plan your sabbaticals if you can, but if you can't, at least plan to invest so that whenever you need the money, it's there for you. And money will give you that independence that you want, the voice that you want to make sure that it's there. Getting your children involved in decisions and family decisions will empower them, will help them learn about money at a later stage. We don't have to overwhelm them when they're younger, but getting them involved in decisions in as simple as where the family can go for a vacation will be fantastic. Fixing a budget and ensuring that children understand that not everything every time needs to be grandiose is, I think, another fantastic lesson we've learned today, because today our children have abundance, and we had scarcity maybe, but our children have abundance, and for them to deal with this is, I think, a great lesson. So thanks so much, Bijal, for having this conversation with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shweta. And actually, this is giving me a little opportunity to introspect about money, which sometimes gets back-seated kind of thing. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you for watching our video. If you like what you saw, or even if you didn't like what you saw but did learn something and want others to learn something, like and share our videos. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You could read more such stuff and watch more such videos at ivomoney.com.